This is Into Sports. I'm Evan, and I absolutely cannot believe what just happened. Andrew Luck just retired from the National Football League. We're talking about the second best quarterback in the game of football. We're talking about a guy that was going to win the MVP this upcoming season. We're talking about a guy who's going to lead his team to a Super Bowl. Not win it, but lead it to him. And he's only 29 years of age. I absolutely cannot. I have never, in all of my time in sports, I have never found something more shocking than this. Andrew Luck retiring at the age of 29. We're talking about a guy who's going to be a Hall of Famer, who's not anymore. He only had 7 years in the league. He was one of the most talented quarterbacks of all time coming out of college, out of Stanford. One of the best quarterbacks of this generation. And just like that, he's gone from the National Football League. And if you want to ask me what his future looks like, well, I think in 2 to 3 years, once he feels healthy again, once he's gets his confidence back, he says, I might try out the XFL. Because you know what? His dad owns that. Yeah, Oliver Luck. That if you want to ask for a deep, dark conspiracy, that might be what it is. But I don't think that is the reason why he retired. He had a calf injury, an ankle injury. We don't even know what it was. Multiple years back, a shoulder injury. He's dealt with so many injuries in his career. Now, if you want to ask me about the Indianapolis Colts, a team I had going to the Super Bowl, representing the AFC in the big game, I think they're going to win about 7 games because Jacoby Brissett, as of yesterday, was one of the top 5 backups in football. They still have a great offensive line. They still have a great wide receiver core. They still have one of the top 10 coaches in the National Football League. They still have a solid defense, young players, Darius Leonard, and they have the best general manager in the whole league in Chris Ballard. I truly do believe that. So I think that Jacoby Brissett can still lead this team to 7 or 8 wins. But I said, with Andrew Luck, they're going to get to 12. They might get to 13 because that's how good he is. Yesterday, if you asked me to pick one player to build my entire franchise around, in anybody in the whole league, I would have said Andrew Luck. 29 years of age. He's still pretty young. He's only played 7 seasons. And for a quarterback, now we see Brady, Brees going into their 40s. This is a guy who still had 10 solid years left, potentially. This is, I believe, the second best quarterback in all football. And you could say Pat Mahomes would be the guy you're going to start with your franchise with, but not even him. Not even Patrick Mahomes can top Andrew Luck if I was going to build a football team as of yesterday. I do not know what else I can say into this microphone because I cannot wrap my brain around the idea that Andrew Luck has retired from the National Football League. But I'm going to leave it at that. Absolutely, please comment your opinions about this retirement. That I can't believe it. I don't even know how to say that. I can't say that enough. So comment your opinions and follow me on the Into Sports Podcast at Into Sports Podcast on Instagram, where I give opinions, updates, etc. I gave my initial reaction to the Andrew Luck on there. Anyway, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed that quick reaction because Andrew Luck needed to be praised as one of the most underrated players in all of football and one of the top 2 quarterbacks in the game. And now he's gone. And we'll see if my prediction about joining the XFL is true. But that's going to be in 2 to 3 years, maybe even longer. Anyway, I'm Evan. I'm out. Peace.